Hello everybody, welcome back on our fun episodes, and this is Track and Science. I am Steve, all the way from Lumalakura Hills, out here in the northern part of the Serengeti National Park, and today we'll be going out there to try check some tracks and some signs, which of course, I remember the first category we did the wildebeest and of course the impala dang. If you have any sort of questions, please put them down onto the comment section below, and of course I am insisting you to stick with us. So today we come across another type of dung over here, and just don't forget that tracks and signs can actually tell us when was that animal in that particular time before you arrived. Okay, so we are in this scene right now, and this type of dung is quite interesting because it does look like the shape of a kidney. So I'm going to pick one of them here, and just remember that we can touch it because this is more like a herbivore dung. They eat mostly grasses. You're not allowed to touch the carnivore dung because that, we don't even call it a dung, we call it a scuts. So you don't allow to touch that because they eat a lot of blood and some other things. But the animals like the zebras and all sort of herbivores, you can definitely touch them. So here they are. You can see this shape here. It looks like a kidney shape right there. It's quite beautiful. Huh? I found it so interesting. This is definitely from a zebra, the king of the black and white stripes. So this zebra came here and defecated a couple of days ago. This is not really fresh because I can actually touch it, and it's quite hard and very light. Just remember that a dung that is fresh, then it's usually like a little bit heavier because it has all the contents, the water and everything else. But as soon as when the sun hits down and hit the dung, it does lose the water. So even the digested grasses inside there, they become even lighter because then now they're in such a fine form. That is quite interesting. And so it has been here for a couple of days ago. So just by looking, I'll say 3-4 days perhaps. And I can see already that there were some francolins that they came over here and start picking it up, because sometimes, of course, they might tend to come and pick some insects that will immediately occupy the dung and making some sort of shelter through this sort of dung. Another animal that has really like sort of similar shape of the dung, it's the warthog, but the warthog one is quite smaller one. Yeah, so this is quite big for a warthog, definitely you can tell. So this goes straight to our favorite black and white stripe, the zebra. And it's quite interesting here because if you look, it's quite in fine form, and you can tell how effective their digestive system is of the zebras. Remember, these ones are not the ruminants, but they are just the hunter-gatherers, and they digest this very well, to a point of which you can tell that they extract most of the nutrients, and that's why you also don't see zebras to be so slim. All zebras, they look a little bit fat and really like in a good shape and good condition all the time. So you see, that's really cool. We found the zebra dung here, and I hope this one has really helped you. And of course, these are the things that you can stop by the time you're walking or by the time you're driving your car. You can just stop and then pick it up and then show it to your guest and tell them this is the zebra. Alright everybody, we got another sign over here that has been left behind by a certain animal, and this animal is pretty here. I think this is a day-old sort of a dung, okay? It looks like it has been scattered all around, and it's quite a very big pellet. So this is from one of our special animals that we call it a giraffe, the tallest land mammals, and of course our Tanzanian national symbol. So giraffe pellet is quite a big pellet, like this, huh? And luckily is that I have also impala pellets next to me here. And if you look at the impala pellet and the giraffe pellet is definitely bigger than the impala pellet. And of course, you expect the giraffe to have such a big pellet because also they are quite big animals. So another thing to consider is that the giraffe pellets or the giraffe dung, they resemble that of kudus. Okay, so it depends which location you are. I am in the Serengeti and we don't have any kudus around here, so that means this is just a giraffe. But if you're in location that you might have both of these animals together, whereby you have the giraffe, for instance, if you go to Ruaha National Park, you will have the giraffes and the kudus over there, and these all, they have the same shape of dung, okay? So How will you tell if this is a giraffe and not a kudu is by the form, okay, on the ground. A kudu's pellets will be more clustered together, like they'll just be in one particular area, more like a good grouping, while the giraffe one over here, it's quite scattered. Okay, and it has been walking onto this side too, so it's quite scattered, and the kudu one will be right there. So if you look at the giraffe's head, they are quite tall animals, so that means if they defecate, they actually throw them down over here, they drop them down over here, and eventually they'll be scattering. The head of kudu is not like that of giraffes. They are quite big antelopes, yes, but again, when they defecate, that means their dung will definitely just be dropped in one particular area and stay like that. And sometimes we see giraffes defecating while walking. So if you find a big pellet like this of a giraffe, and you find they are on the same series, that means that giraffe started defecating while still walking. There's a big acacia tree next to my left, and this giraffe looks like it was eating over there, came over here, stood for a certain time, defecated here, but again, up front here, I have more pellets of it, so I think the giraffe headed that direction. That's how you can tell. And considering that this pellet is quite lighter right now, as I told you, that more of these dungs, if they are much heavier, shiny, it depends which kind of color. Some of them, they'll be much darker, depend with whatever they eat. If they eat more woody material, they'll be browner, and much darker is just more like fine grasses. So this one here, it's quite lighter, so that means it's not a fresh one, okay? And if it's not that sticky, it's not even a fresh one. So I'll say this giraffe has been here for like a day, but this shows that the giraffes are in the area, okay? That's how you can tell a sign of a certain animal. Like giraffes, they also, their dung, they are rich in calcium. As you know, giraffes, they sometimes walk around there and they'll find more like bone materials from different carcasses, and of course they will lick them. So survival mode in the bush, if you want to survive and you feel like you are lacking calcium, you have to take a giraffe pellet and then you bite it. So for me, I'm gonna try do that right now. I just wanna see how tasty. I've never done this before, but I think it's quite nice. Let me just try do it right here. So this is a giraffe pellet, and it's full of calcium. So I think I'm lacking calcium right now. There you go. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And it doesn't even smell bad. So you see, that's how you can survive out here in the bush. If you feel like you want to get some sort of calcium, please get the giraffe's pellet. So we just found our giraffes over there, and this is absolutely special, as we were just tracking them, you know, like through seeing that sign, the dungs that they have actually left behind, we have actually found the animals that we were searching for. This is so cool on the tracks and signs, and it's absolutely amazing and so special spending time very, very close to them like this. As you can see now, they are walking over the horizon there. That is absolutely amazing. So I think we're going to catch you guys on the next episode now. This time we'll be focusing more deeply into the tracks and signs, looking on the tracks on the ground, and of course different types of signs that animals leave in the bush. See you next time.